Okay, here's a great question for you, right? Just for you. I created this video just for you, nobody else. How long is it going to be for you to continue to DJ just enough to live and just enough to keep your bills paid? Your goal is to capture you in the act, you when the crowd is lit. You want the best shots. You want those 5-star shots. Now, if you're a person like me and you want to grow and you want to continue to get better at what you do, I highly recommend investing your money and being very careful on how you control your finances. So I want to talk about a quick budget plan that I used once upon a time. 50, 30, 20, 50% go to your bills, 30% goes to your investments, 20% goes into your savings. Now, you can do this for your business. You can also do it for your personal life. I highly recommend doing it that way just because over time, if you trust yourself and if you leave the money in the spots where you put them there, that will immediately give your subconscious mind some type of structure. See, you have to put something in play for motion to get in circle. You see what I'm saying? By putting money in building processes that you're going to do continuously, it's going to help you become more aware on where your money's going. Now let's talk about the long-term view in DJ investing. You want to figure out if you are a DJ who want to be a independent DJ or a DJ company that has multiple DJs working for themselves. Now, you also have different levels in the DJ world that you can go in. You can go into productions, you can get into music producing, you can get into mobile DJ and just doing clubs, events, etc. You can get into AV. I mean, there's so many different levels. So you want to make sure long term you have an idea on where you want to go, and that way you can see progress from here on out. Now, I actually had a few comments on recent videos, people asking, is this your equipment? Did you finance it? So yes and no. And the other question was, do I use any rental equipment? No rental equipment. If anything, I have DJs that rent equipment from me when they have their own gigs. Now, I personally have always used American Musical Supply. I've been a Rockstar client with them for over maybe 6 years now. So everything that I have, I pretty much finance it through them. Now, at this point that you're watching this video, everything that I have is paid off, right? But that was a good way to get a lot of equipment without doing a credit check. Now, of course, your monthly payments are going to be higher doing it that way, but I highly recommend doing it, especially if you believe in yourself, which I do. Why this is why I'm making the video, because I believe that you can do it. You just need guidance for this. But I believe that you can finance equipment and pay it off in due time. Now, I want to talk about emergency funds with this whole credit card thing and how I got equipment. Now, I believe very strongly in leverage, right? Now, luckily for me, I already had credit card established from my previous oh my God, just had a brain fart. My previous company. And so what I did, I was like, okay, well, I haven't got approved for a credit card in a long time. I remember when I got this first set up, way back when, and this was on this YouTube channel, I actually got a $3,000 credit card limit from Capital One. I had a credit score of about 720, and that was literally enough to buy my second setup, and that second setup was those two EV tops at the time and that sub. Now, mind you, I kept some equipment from the previous few years when I DJ, but not much at all. So I had to start from the very bottom, and I was like, you know what? When I start, I'm going to start off with EVs. Now, did I have the money to pay in cash? No, I did not. but I had faith in myself to know how to market myself and how to get the name out there to make enough money to pay for the equipment. Now, if you are on this channel and you're here really for DJ information and DJ videos, believe it or not, I have a lot of personal development content coming the entire year 2024. Whenever you're watching this video, I have some surprises coming next year that can really help you skyrocket your lifestyle, not just your DJ life, but your lifestyle. So please make sure you stay in the loop with me on that. And here we go. Saving for emergency funds, right? To be honest with you, you can save however much you want. Some people say you can save 6 months worth of bills. I don't do that because I have multiple investments. So I just kind of save what I feel like I need to save. I'm very freelancy right now. So personally, I'm not really doing much saving, but I do recommend you having a savings. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have cushion. We have cushion. We do have cash flow. However, I'm not a super strong saver. I don't really believe in that. I'd rather invest my money that can make me more money than having the money sit there. I get it, 4% return over compound interest. That's true. But it's something about actually like material products that I can see making money. Maybe I just feel good about it. You know, I just don't want to wake up one morning and all of a sudden I can't get into my online bank accounts. Well, I have nothing that I can convert from a material product to cash if my cash is get locked up somewhere online. So I can always go and sell equipment and do whatever I need to do from that. Now, while I'm talking about that real quick and saving and investing, literally what I do, and I've done this my whole entire life when it comes to money, I do not buy anything that I don't need, neither do I buy things with my current money. Like I would sell something that I have that I no longer use or no longer makes me money. I would sell that and replace it with something new. Or I would pull for a new credit card or something and pay it back off. I just like to use someone else's money for my needs and pay them back over time. That's just how I am, you know, I'm just like that. So that is what I have for you when it comes to long-term emergency savings. All right, now I want to talk about tracking your finances. Guys, I literally use DJ Event Planner. There's a guy named Eric Massengale, and he owns My DJ EP. That's the automation system. Google him, YouTube him, do whatever you need to do to find him. I use My Event Planner. And for payments processing, we use PayPal Business. Now, I've been using PayPal Business all of my business life. Besides cash and checks, you know, I've been using PayPal Business. Some people don't like PayPal Business. Some people think they're crooks. I don't necessarily think that, you know, to each is their own. But however, I use PayPal Business, but you want to be sure you are calculating all of your expenses. You're writing it down. You have a budget. You want to make sure if you're making enough money to get a CPA, accountant. If you know how to do the books yourself, then of course it's okay to do it. However, I suck at it, so I don't really do it. But for you guys, I recommend it because if you're like me and don't know how to do all that accounting stuff, then you might want to get help. I think it's reasonable. Now, guys, let's talk about equipment investing. You just don't want to buy any type of equipment just because it's nice to have. No, I know a lot of people around me right now that does that, and that is a waste of money. Only buy things you know you're going to use every single weekend or every single month. If not, it's just going to collect dust and sit around, and that can be assets that you can be using to do ad spend. You can get billboards. I mean, it's just so many other ways you can put that money to make your money. You can invest into a better website, SEO. Like, it's just so much you can do to grow your DJ business. So just don't buy random equipment because you think it's cool. Like for me, for example, in Alabama, we have CO2 products, we have uplights, we have monogram machines. Now, I'm probably one of the only DJ companies in Alabama, in my city of Birmingham, that has CO2 products and confetti products. Everyone else has cold sparks and sparklers and foam sticks. I do foam sticks too, but they're only given to me from the client. Like, I don't sell them or anything. Of course, I do uplights, but I try to get a niche that's different from everyone else, but something that I feel like is still going to sell. Like if you're trying to get into flamethrowers for weddings, I do not recommend that. Think realistically. Think within your brand. Like if I want J-Will Entertainment to be J-Will Entertainment with a production side, then I would have flamethrower stages, line array speakers, subwoofers. I mean, I would have so much stuff, but that's not where my mind is right now. So you want to make sure you invest smartly. Now, another thing you want to do when you invest in good quality equipment. You don't want to get cheap products because cheap products will not last long. Also, they will give you exactly what you pay for. If you pay for a $20 microphone, you're going to hear this. I don't want you to hear that, right? You don't want that. So be sure to invest in quality equipment over time. I used to be a guy that would buy speakers and buy cases. Now I don't buy it because it's just equipment is meant to get used. It's good to treat equipment like how it's supposed to be treated. It's good to see those marks on speakers every now and then. It shows you actually did some work. I actually bothered one of my fellow DJs on my team about a year ago. We was inside of a storage unit, and we had our controllers out, and I was showing him everything, and I end up sitting this bin on my Rain 1 controller right there, and he freaked out. He was like, "No, bro, that hurt." And I was like, "What hurt? Did you feel it?" But I understand he held on value to that controller. So for me to put something on top of something that expensive, it bothered him. And from my perspective, I just know how material things come and go, and they're always replaceable. So I don't try to really hold on to deep emotion when it comes to that. But anyway, let's move forward. Now, one thing I want to talk about when it comes to upgrading equipment, I don't sell anything if I don't believe I'm not going to use it. You see what I'm saying? Literally, if I were to upgrade EV speakers, I would get the same ones, but the newer model. I believe in sticking to products that works and just get amount of quantities that you need of that item. Have 6 EV ZLX12s, 3,500 uplights of the same company. I like everything to be the same. That way it's easy to duplicate. The simpler it is, the easier it is to duplicate. Guys, you got to explore your gig opportunities. This is a great way to invest your money in subscriptions. There are so many subscriptions. There's more than Wedding Wire and The Knot, right? You got so many. I know I'm in 5 different subscriptions right now, and there's still some I don't even have. You can go to communities like golf courses, and they have magazines you can be in. You can do direct door mail. You can do so many different you can get into so many different things to way to advertise your business. Now, something else that I do, I also like to invest my money in other DJ subscriptions. For example, Joe Bunn. I'm sure you guys know him. The DJ's Vault. I paid $30-something a month for it, and it's worth it because it teaches me things that I can implement in my business. And literally every dollar you put into your DJ idea, your brand, that has capabilities of making you more money. You just got to remove that fear of investing that money, and you have to give it your all. Your money is a seed. Every DJ company you see that not start out big, they started with a seed. They invested, they waited for the return, they got a profit and they returned back. They did the same thing over and over again. Over time, it expands. Like the universe right now is expanding. That's how it works. You're living on a rock that's floating in space. Hallelujah. Okay, we're going to keep moving on. If you are already a company and you have a few $100,000, or you want to get a loan, or you just already there, you can invest into real estate, get an office, right? You can do a storage unit type thing. I don't recommend that, but I did that just to store stuff because I didn't have a house. But storage units, we get an office that's equity in your business, real estate in your business, whatever you may call it. So if you ever want to sell your business, you can sell your equipment, your employees, your customer base, and your real estate and get one nice chunk of money. I highly recommend that. Dude, that is not for me. I like being low key and I like having minimal stuff. Maybe if I want to get into production side, if we can make that fly or some type of way, then I'll get a warehouse. Yeah. Whatever, it'll happen if it's meant to happen. But we're going to take it one day as it comes. Guys, you want to plan for retirement? Now, if you're my age, 21, don't plan for retirement. If you're 30, 40, 50, sir, what you doing? You should be returning some money into some investment accounts, IRA, 401k, something, Even if you work for a DJ company, also ask for retirement options. Me personally, like I said before, I'm not really interested in retirement. I'm not really doing it, but it's something you should do if you are of age. I believe most of us are young, but I'm not really sure because I've been looking at analytics and I got people all over the place right now. So welcome. I'm happy you're here anyway. It's great to have you. And finally, guys, you want to make sure that you are spending enough money on ads, commercials, photos, videographers. Yes, spend money on videographers, on photographers to shoot professional content for you. You want to continue mixing. Your goal is to capture you in the act, you when the crowd is lit. You want the best shots. You want those 5-star shots that are going to sell your service. And you don't want to try to sell yourself. You want the content to speak for itself. You just want them to know you're here, you're available. So invest in being seen by people. You want eyes, right? You want to be on billboards. You want to be using direct door message. You want to be on ads. You want to be in magazines. You want to be on YouTube videos, TikTok, Instagram. You want to throw a banner up maybe at a restaurant that says you can advertise here, like anywhere you see traffic. And if you believe that your client maybe will swing by here after work and see your ad, then definitely invest money into it. In conclusion, guys, I just want to be sure that you are using your mind to see the capabilities of what your dollar can do and how it can grow your DJ business. This world has 8 billion plus people on here. The money you want is already here. Plus, we create money every day. So there isn't a reason why you should not be successful. Look, I love to get new subscribers. Every time someone subscribes, I get a notification. I get excited. If you're new, please leave a subscribe, like. Also, please comment. I have been receiving a lot of comments, and I have been responding to everybody, genuinely. So please like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, returning subscribers, new subscribers, I'll see you guys in the next video.